Wizard.
Ain't telling you real. I just really can't tell.
Where's it at? You heard me? Where you at?
Yo, what up, world? It's your boy Wizard Y back again, my man. Quick little heat check for you. This is gonna be real quick, man. So I do appreciate if you have subscribed to the page, man. We are on the way still to 1,000 subscribers. We'll get there though. Once we get to 1,000, just watch how it piles up, but step by step. So 1,000 is the next milestone. Make sure you subscribe to the page if you haven't, man. I will appreciate it. Make sure you leave a like on this video if you can appreciate this next jewel that we're gonna drop. And make sure you leave me a comment, man. Let me know what you think about this video. So without taking too much of your time, what we are getting into today is a blast from the past, if you will. So if you know, right now it's NBA Finals time, NBA playoffs. Conference Finals actually going on right now. For you young boys who may not know, you may be a big Luka Doncic fan, as I am myself, but you know the coach of the Mavericks, his name happens to be Jason Kidd, and he is one of the best point guards to ever play the game. He's probably like top 20. We gonna say top 20 for sure, maybe top 10. You know, leave a comment down, let me know what you think. And I think he has a lot to do with Luka's success this year. But what we're going to get into today is a shoe that he used to wear on the court. It was widely known as the Jason Kidd, but it really was kind of like a Nike sportswear shoe. It was a couple of other athletes that wore it, but he did such grace on the court in the shoe that it was widely known and still is known today as the Jason Kidd. So we do have a package, man, from the good folks over at In Clothing. And somebody in my sneaker group said, yo, In Clothing has the best packaging, and they do by far. And so this is from In Clothing. Let's jump right into it. And we'll actually set the bigger box over to the side. And we'll jump right into this box. Now, this is the Nike Zoom Flight 95 black, white, metallic, silver. So the Nike Air Zoom Flight 95. This is a size 10. Shout out to my people over in the UK. So you know, this is a UK 9, a US 10. If you're buying from overseas or you buying from like UK sizes, you want to go a full size lower in Nike. So again, this is a UK 9. I wear a 10, but for Adidas, it's gonna be a half size. So when I'm copying Yeezys from In Clothing or you know, something Adidas, I always go UK 9.5. So just a little something for you whenever you get onto the site and go holler at In. They do give you always a nice little envelope. Now, normally this envelope just has like your shipping, like a receipt. But they did give me a little card here. Shout out Renee. So they gave me a little thank you card. I think this is a new thing they're doing. Or maybe it's because I'm white. I don't know. I like to think it's because I'm white. Let me live. So, let's jump right into it. Let me wipe this sweat because it's hot. It's getting hot in here. As a matter of fact. Alright. Let's get right into it. So, if you didn't know, man, Flip Mode is the squad, man. Shout out to my family. Travis. Shout out Trip and Trav Reviews. Shout out, I'm going to leave a link to my family's page down in my description. Trip and Trav's Reviews, man. If it's not, I believe it's Trip and Trav's. If it's Trav and Trips, we got to change that because Trip is the big dog of the bunch. But shout out to my family. They can appreciate it. I'm going to keep that. So, Reese's Call's box of cereal just fell on my head. This is an actual cereal still in here. And shout out Virgil, RIP Virgil, but a box also just fell on my head. So shout out Virgil. Wow. Shout out Michael Jordan and this Funko Pop because he also fell on my head. And yeah, shout out Trip and Trav Sneaker Reviews, man. I'll leave a link for my family down in my description so you can check their videos out. after you watch this. So they part of Flip Mode for sure. Shout out to my original Flip Mode squad members. You know who you are. And so we gonna give you a flip. Bam. Flip mode. Boom. Alright, so that's always a great flip when you get one shoe to pop off like that. So again, Nike Air Zoom Flight 95, right? Nike Air Zoom Flight 95. This is widely known as the Jason Kidd. Again, a number of other athletes did wear this shoe, but no one did it better than young J Kidd. Let's take a look. And now let me tell you something about why this shoe is kind of so special to me. I believe it was 4th or 5th grade. I want to say it was the 4th grade. Or it might have been the 5th grade. Jordan 11s came out in 96. Might have been the 4th grade, right? So 4th grade, these shoes came out, and it was between this shoe. It was the 4th grade. It was between this shoe right here, and it was between this and this. Because you know you only get shoes 4 times a year, right? When I was a young boy. Let me take my work badge off. So you get shoes 4 times a year. Christmas, income tax, birthday, start of school. Right? So I think this was probably like start of school or income tax, probably income tax. And so it was between this shoe or this shoe for me. And so at the time, I went with the grip. I think I wanted this shoe, but they didn't have my size or something, so I went with the Griffey. I still shocked them, but I really wanted this shoe as a young boy. And it did retro again, I believe, in 2015, but I wasn't able to grab it then. And so shout out In Clothing, I grabbed it now. I don't know if there's a U.S. release slated, if it already happened and I just missed it or what happened, but shout out to my family, Chris Thomas, Hypebeast KC. He posted the link, let me know these were still available, and they actually are still available today. So slept on shoe, but it is a great shoe, man. Blast from the past. So what we have here is some nubuck on the upper. Very, very kind of futuristic shoe. You got to remember this was 1995, and it's still very futuristic even to this day. But you got a nubuck on the upper. Gotta love the black with the white speckled shoestrings. That's just something that you did not get a lot back in those days. A little bit more common now to have some kind of like some funky laces and some shoes, but you didn't really get that a lot back in the day. Really unique design of this shoe. You see the carbon fiber hits everywhere. A little bit on the upper. You got these bug eyes. That's kind of what we used to call them, with carbon fiber. Like, I don't know if that's like really what it really is, if it's just a pattern, but it was just a good look, especially back in the day, but even still to this day. Really love these eyes right here. If you look really close, when this one has air on it, but it's clear, so you really can't see it. But again, it's just for that's the stuff that we love as a sneakerhead. Like, just that stuff, it's there for us. White night check here on the back of the shoe. You got a night check here on the toe. Midsole. So I don't really know how good this shoe performs as far as basketball. I know J Kidd got busy in this shoe. But it's a shoe that I'm gonna wear for sure off the court. I'm not really wearing much on the court these days. I think everything's off the court. But I think just for the upper, the overdone kind of carbon fiber look, the bug eyes, kind of that posy look, that posit look. This was a great shoe, man. Still is today. So let me know what you think about this shoe down in the comments. Now, again, this wasn't actually a Jason Kidd shoe. This was a Nike Sportswear, just a flight on the back tab. So a lot of people wore this. I think Terrell Brandon, right? I don't know, but again, it was widely known as the Jason Kidd, and I believe after this shoe, Jason Kidd did actually get his signature line. And oh my God, he had fire. So Nike, we need you to bring these right here back. We're gonna put a picture up of the Jason Kidd, the actual Jason Kidd, his signature shoe. And I think this was his first shoe. But we need you to bring this back, Nike, for sure. Like, please. Come on, Jason Kidd, get with Nike and let's bring that back. I do want to say one other thing. This right here is gonna yellow terribly. It's definitely gonna yellow. This is that same kind of midsole that we see like on a Huarache. I would grab it for you so I can show you how this. As a matter of fact, I'm not gonna grab it, but this bottom piece will yellow. Some of this will kind of yellow, but there's nothing you can really do about that. But just love and embrace it. Shout out to these, man. This is a blast from the past. I've been chasing after this shoe for 15, 20 years. I don't know, a long time, man. So glad to have it in the collection. Shout out In Clothing. Shout out my partner, Chris Thomas, man. He's so key with the information, bro. He does not hold the game. So shout out to him. I don't know if he's watching this, but if you're watching this, hit him up and say, man, shout out to you, dog. Let's appreciate him today. Shout out Virgil. Shout out Carl because this box fell on my head. And then shout out Michael Jordan as well because these young boys is on your neck. They made you come back and take the shoe game over again. But it's your boy Wop. It's been a fun one, man. We still waiting on that Nike by Wop, that AM1. But it'll be here, man. Just we're gonna be patient on it. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. On my cool shit again. This busy told me, damn wizard, you ain't like none of them. Some older dudes from my hood, though, you remind me of them. They would've still been out here too, but got caught in the jam. While she's admiring my sneakers, paint pump through my speakers. She looks at me in disbelief, she too used to the weaker. And I'm just out on Twitter, I'm not really dealing with it. She just keep rolling joints, I'm just staying on point.